Hey, it's the Pink Fashion Ninja here. Pinkfashionninja.blogspot.com. Here, I wanted to make a video kind of discussing moving to Korea because it's such a big interest in Korea. I wouldn't say like all of a sudden, but I guess it's really it's hitting its peak or like call it the culmination period in fashion, the culmination, because of K-pop and like K-dramas and things like that. So a lot of people have been really interested in Korea, and like the world's eyes are like Korea, looking at Korea. I'm gonna make this for people who are interested in moving to Korea. I'm gonna give you some tips and tell you some things that might you won't know unless you after you come here. You'll be like, oh wow, I wish I knew that. Oh, I should have did this and this and that. Just things to prepare you. Number one, if you want to come to Korea, don't come. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm looking around because there's a mosquito flying in my room, and the mosquito's supposed to be dead because it's fall. Um, okay, don't come to Korea just for K-pop. Please don't. Like, that's not even, like, don't disrespect the people like that. If you just, oh my gosh, I want to be Oppa Jansu. Like, don't do that. It's just, no, because it's going to be a rude awakening for you. When you move to another country, it is an experience like none other. Really an experience like no other. And you have to come out here with a purpose, to either mature yourself, to assimilate to the culture so that you can possibly work out here, like for the government or for business. Because if you want to work for a business out here, you put in an application, you can be like, hold up, do you know anything about Asia? Oh, I lived there for a year. Thank you. So that's my plan, but I'll tell you guys about it. First, this video, I'll talk about paperwork, location, and how it's really a maturing experience. So number one, before I even jump to maturing, don't move here for K-pop. If you want to meet UKISS, TVXQ, you can go to Music Core one Saturday, Sunday, but that's it. They're not walking down the street. Sorry, you're not gonna catch them. Oh my gosh, there's J-June. Oh my gosh. Like, no, don't come here trying to be a fangirl. Because it's really stupid because when you come here, you're gonna have to live on your own. You're gonna have to make huge decisions on your own, and you're gonna feel really dumb if you're here like, oh, I wanted to meet Kevin from UKISS. Like, I haven't seen him. You're gonna feel really stupid when you're having to work your job and you never see them. So please don't come for that. Please come to mature yourself, to want to learn about another culture, to want to and is assisting the culture, helping it grow. Like what I'm doing is teaching. I'm teaching young children English, something that is major. Like I know in our high schools we learn Spanish. You're kind of forced to, but here they go to school from early in the morning and don't get out till like 10, 11 because they go to so many different hagwons and so many different academies and schools. So they really take learning English very seriously. So come out here for something like that, okay? Don't come for a fetishism with Asian boys, okay? Because to be honest, you know what? I'll jump into dating first, or not that I know too much about that, but um, yeah, I'm kind of jumping subjects, but I think the Korean men out here don't know how much like girls all over the world like adore them, but it, of course, it's more of like a fetishism, which don't like want to jump into a relationship with someone just because you like, oh my gosh, I like K-pop. I know, so yo, come stop me, dog. Come yo. Don't do that. That's stupid. I mean, you wouldn't want like an Asian guy coming up to you saying, oh my gosh, you're hot. Like that's just not the way to start it. But a lot of the young Asian men here don't know how much. If they did, it'd probably be really bad in trouble because they'd probably be having like all these American girlfriends walking around. Yeah, they all like me because they think I look like Mickey from JYJ. So, I'm trying to remember how I jumped on this subject, but yeah, don't come here because you want to like get an Asian boyfriend. Because I do see that a lot on like the K-pop sites. How I want an Asian boyfriend, things like that. Like dating is serious anywhere. It's going to be 10 times tougher here because you have a language barrier, and most of the young guys, I mean, they're all dating other Korean women because that's what you're raised around. That's who you date, and if that's all that's around you, that's what you're gonna do. But if they realize how much the European and the American girls and the Australian girls, and yeah, pretty sure there'd be a lot of lonely girls out here because they will all like grab a whole bunch of foreign chicks. Like, yeah, baby. So another thing, don't come for K-pop and don't come here thinking you're gonna get like an Asian boyfriend and you guys are gonna like go off and get married. Even though my boss, when I was in the immigration office, gave me this. If you guys check out my blog, the post. It's called "The Block is the Streets of Sam Chalk. The Block is Hot." He gave me this little magazine booklet, and I was like, what is this? Is this like how to be a foreigner or something? I give it to one of the teachers, and I'm like, what is this? She's like, oh, well, this is for young women who want to marry or are going to marry a Korean man. I'm like, why did my boss, why did he just give me this? Like, I'm really going to find somebody here. I don't know. Oh, you all know who I want. Oh, I'm not even gonna say it. Because I don't want to say like no crazy like girl, but I don't know. Yeah, there's strikes all over the world, unfortunately. But no, my reason for coming out here is not any of those reasons. So therefore, I feel like I'm experiencing so much more because you can experience so much more here if your mind is not clouded with, oh my gosh, I'm gonna like so run into like a K-pop star, and I'm gonna like so have a Korean boyfriend. Like, oh my gosh, like, when your mind is not clouded with that, you can experience and love the culture even more because your mind's not clouded with stupid girly fetish fantasy things. So that's one. Make sure you have a purpose for coming to Korea that is not vain. Number one. Okay. Number two, I'll jump to paperwork. If you have not graduated from college yet, maybe you're a year away or some months away, get your federal background check now because it takes 8 weeks. Okay, and when it takes 8 weeks, it takes 8 weeks. Mine's took 3 months. Talk about that. Also, watch out when you want to get your stuff expedited because you will spend that money, a lot of money, expediting, and then all of a sudden, oh, government's not doing expedited things anymore, so you're just going to have to wait. You can get your money back in another 8 weeks, or you can just let us have your money and you get your paperwork. What to do? What to do? So don't get caught up in the expedited thing because you can really lose a lot of money, and at any time they can just say, "Hey, we're not doing it anymore." So and coming out here, it costs a pretty penny. So make sure you have your money right when it comes to the paperwork. Also, when you get your fingerprints done, you have to get a federal. So you're talking about federal, not just your state. They give you the paper and you do your fingerprints. Never do them at home. My fingernails were full of black ink for like a week. Go to a fingerprint place, and usually it is not in a police station. No, 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 no. It is actually in a separate location most of the time. Freaking mosquitoes. Most of the time it's in a separate place that you have to go to and get your paperwork done. And it's usually like, I think mine was like $14 maybe. 14. So always do that because I had did my fingerprints at home. I'm like, oh my gosh, I did right. I'm gonna turn this in. And I call and I'm like, okay, how's my paperwork? Oh, it's fine, baby. Okay, I get my paperwork. Did I? because they couldn't read my fingerprints because I didn't do it right. And I had 4 copies. So there goes my another 8 weeks and more money for expediting and all that going away. So make sure you have that. Do your federal background check now. So and it's good for 6 months. So as long as you leave within those 6 months, you are fine. But go on and get it now because it'll save you so much time and heartache because you'll want to just get out of America like me. I'm just like, oh, the job market. I have $100,000 in debt loans. You're telling me nobody's gonna call me back for a freaking job? Let me just go to Asia and get away from everybody. Yes, let's see, my time's almost up. Anyway, make sure I got all my paperwork done. Oh, passport. I'll just jump to passport. I'll do location on another video and the maturing experience. How sweet. Location. I know one thing that I wanted was I wanted to be in Seoul, period. But when time is ticking and you want to get the heck out of the USA and they're like, oh, we have a school for you and this and this and that and all these opportunities, work my little way out, okay? I'm 3 hours away from Seoul, but I've been here 7 weeks and I've been to Seoul 4 times because it's so cheap to get a bus to get there. I'm like, I wish they had this in America. It is only 16,700 won, approximately $17 for me to take a 3-hour bus ride to Seoul and back on the weekends. So if you want to be in Seoul, make sure that's where you are. It is very hard to get in Seoul, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. But did I say 12-hour or 15-hour video? I can't remember. If that's where you want to be, make sure you get there. I'm more in the country, so yeah. It's fine. I like it. It has its perks, it has its downfalls. And I mean, okay, I'm 3 hours away from Seoul, but if you can survive a 14-hour flight across the water, you and staying at the airport for 9 hours straight, and yeah, all the bus rides, they seem like 30 minutes. Literally, I'm on the bus and I'm like, oh, you are ready? Because it's, yeah, 3 hours isn't anything. And there's usually like a TV on there, and I usually have like my music. Yeah, and then there goes my phone. It dies, and I'm stuck on the subway somewhere lost. Anyway, location. So if you want to be in a major city, Busan or Seoul are one of the 6 major cities here. If you're not in a major city, honey, you are in the country. The country. Samchok, it is less than 100,000 people here. I am from Kansas City, and Kansas City at least had that area like 120, 30, 40, 50,000. Like Overland Park to like Independence, Missouri. I feel like that's Kansas City area. Maybe 200,000. So it's, yeah. So if you don't want to be in the country, make sure you don't. But if you're in a rush, like well, I guess not in a rush, but if I'm just like, you know what, it's fine. I'm going, like I'm bouncing wherever you want to put me. If you want to put me on Juju Island, I'm fine with it. So just make sure you know what location. If you want to be in the country, oh, you talking about country. You talking about the old ladies hunched over, working in the rice paddy fields or in the rice fields, or washing the clothes in like a gutter, or like I'm talking about like really, really country that I had never seen in Kansas City. Like, you know, I mean, I'm from the country. I mean, I see some cows in the street, but this is like a whole different country. If you want to be in a city, make sure that's where you are, because if you come in here to teach like for a year contract, you have to like where you're living. If you want to live in a city, you're used to, if you lived in New York or LA, you're used to that hustle and bustle, do it. Because I'm telling you, when I first went to Seoul, I was like, oh my God, it's 10 o'clock at night. Why are all these children and people on the streets? Wasn't used to all that. Anyway, all right. So hopefully we learn a little bit more about Seoul. Oh, South Korea.